at the combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They've got first down here from the 36. Nix from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Portland Sutton, the man he was after. So it's second down coming up.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Here's second and 10 now from the 36. Once more, it's Nix. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. That was Terry McLaurin on the target. So they're left facing third and long.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Hey, bombers, bombers, bombers. Captain, 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 captain.
On third down, here's Nix. Forced out to his right. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this. Nix to throw again. Escapes the pocket. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Now run here with Amari on Hampton. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Gets it downfield, on target to Gadsden. And they limit the damage after the catch, but the catch itself does get them to the opposing 43. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Shotgun give to Hampton. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough third down.
A loss of 5 yards. And it's third down. Third and long.
Third and long for him here. Hits him downfield. This is Harris. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Go.
Working inside the red zone. This one's caught.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Broncos 6-yard line.
Here's second and goal from the 6. Running it with Hampton. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal.
This is maybe one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Third and goal. Here's Herbert. He's got it. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, the early momentum with that field goal.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. And the Chargers get home, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Shotgun snap to Nix. That's gonna be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
4th and forever coming up. They're going to try to throw for it. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Man in motion, headed right. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. It's the end of the 1st in this AFC West showdown. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They're looking at 2nd and 4.
Go.
Herbert. Over the screen to Hampton. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Set. 380. Straight out. Lion. Go. Hey, go. Set.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. This is hauled in by Harris. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Herbert throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Cap. What is it?
It's Herbert once more. Has it in close. That is an LA touchdown. The Chargers make it a 9-point advantage. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport.
And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Nix, quick out wide, complete. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
Ready.
Now Nix. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's going to be 1st down Denver.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way. only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
On my set. Ready.
Throwing here, Nix. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More for Mile High in just a moment. Nickel look by the Chargers here, 3rd down.
On my set.
And air it out on 3rd. Chased out to his right. He's got Sutton complete. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal.
On my set.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it'll be 2nd and goal, still a couple of shots at this one.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
On my set. Ready. 180. Wait, hang. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay.
They'll throw again. Nix. Buying some time right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
On my set. Ready. 180. Wait, hang.
Nix from the gun. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. And that forces them to 4th and goal. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. A very short kick here from the right hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And it's back to a 1-score game now. The deficit is 6.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points. A little bit of feel-good momentum.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Darius Davis to return it. This makes it up to the 25. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Hampton gets the handoff. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Hampton. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive.
Almost.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. Flush out now to his left. He finds his back, Harvey. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running. Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Rolling left, buying some time. He's running with it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. Only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Here comes the final play of our 1st half. Final throw before the break. Getting out to his left. He's going to let this fly towards the end zone. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our 1st half. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Gets him downfield, this is Harris. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
1st down, Chargers.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Ready.
1st and 10, Herbert. Into the hands of Gadsden, complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Cade, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Second and 6 coming up here. This is Hampton. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That one gains 7. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. The tackle there by Daniil Hunter.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Set.
Draw play here, Hampton. Nothing doing on the draw block. That's going to send him backwards ahead of third down. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Lion.
Receiver in motion, going left. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
On first down, it's Nix. He shovels this one forward. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
On first and 10, here's Nix. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover it.
This is Ingram working the left side.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Hold on, set.
Throwing again, here's Nix. Completed over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
Hey, we're good.
Working quickly here. Once more, it's Nix. Dumps this one off to Harvey. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 20.
Nix to throw again. Oh, put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
Whew, I think coverage got away with one right there, Kate. There was actually space. If that throw came out 1 second earlier, that could have been 6.
Seventh play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3.
Hold on, set. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
Gain of 6. And the Broncos first down.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Short pass brought in. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
Over set. Ready. Ready. Ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near hit.
And this isn't going to do it. The kick is no good. And they fail to cut the lead in half. It stays at 6.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
Now an inside give to Hampton. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Three-quarters in the books from this one. It's Chargers football as they try to hang on to a lead in a close game. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Set. Set.
Back to Hampton. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Taken down right.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Into the hands of Gadsden. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Complete here to Hampton. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Go.
Herbert from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't get it to Aronde Gadsden the 2nd. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Back to throw it. Let's go to McConkey. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. They get 27 on the play. And that's going to get the Chargers the 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
New set of downs for him from the 31. 1st and 10. Here's Hampton. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Hampton now up the middle. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 4 yards as we have hit our 2-minute warning. Leading 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. On the counter, it's Hampton. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On the carry, it's Hampton. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Now first run of the game, Zamir White. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. Broncos bringing out an extra DB on 3rd down. Opening carry of the game for Kimani Vidal. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. A big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Dicker connects there, and that'll make it a 2-score game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here's Mims. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Starting out with an empty backfield, Bronc. Here they come. 1st and 10.
Hold on, set.
Nix from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Bronc. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. Finds him over the middle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That one hits for 30. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Benjamin St. Juste picks it off. And the Chargers are going to have it after his 2nd.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect.
Yeah.